Please let me be a good trial attorney, she whispered to the ceiling, hoping a higher power would hear her. Alas, no fairy godmother materialized out of thin air to offer her a dusting of awesome lawyer glitter. Boo! Huffing out an impatient sigh, she turned her back on the window and her gnawing doubts. I will be a good trial attorney because I have to be. With stubborn determination, she walked to the kitchen and dumped out her coffee. There was no need for any black coffee or a fairy godmother. She was already plenty badass. Lizzie marched to the small conference room they were using as the war room, armed with a warm mug of milk tea, and sat down at one end of the long oval table. She leaned her elbows on the table and massaged her temples as the headache she'd been fighting since 4 a.m. drilled a hole through her head. When that didn't help much, she took a sip of her tea and reached for the trial notebook and the exhibit binders. She knew the material inside out and upside down, but over-preparing calmed her nerves. The sun at last completed its lazy ascent, and morning light streamed into the conference room. Reading over the documents had given her the distraction she'd needed, and her anxiety was under control, not gone but held at bay. She leaned back in her chair and stretched her arms over her head. The clock on the wall read 8:15, and she frowned as she stood and strode out to the hallway. Her associate was 15 minutes late, and punctuality mattered in the legal world. When she was a second-year attorney, she used to arrive at her destination 30 minutes early rather than be even a minute late. I'm so sorry I'm late. Right on cue, Katie ran down the hallway toward her, pulling a rattling cart piled high with 3 banker's boxes. Her hair was wet and twisted into a lopsided bun on top of her head. I was up till 2 last night. I don't even remember hitting the snooze button. Lizzie didn't have the heart to chew out her associate even though her younger self would have been masticated beyond recognition. Her law firm's culture could often be cutthroat, but that didn't mean she had to be. Besides, Katie was her second chair, and she didn't want to fry her nerves more than they already must be. Don't worry about it, Lizzie said briskly, walking back into the war room. Let's just get to work. Of course. Absolutely. A relieved smile lit up Katie's face as she went.